Hello everyone, and welcome to Storm King's Thunder. I am your DM, the marvelous Lord Laylaps. Worship the ground that I walk on, lest I kill your characters. I am joined by my usual fabulous group of amazing role players. We have Quilliam J1 playing Corbin, the sculptor.
Hello.
We have BJ playing your sneaky rogue Thal.
Ooh.
We have the amazing and holy Winfer playing a paladin of vengeance Quora.
Good morning!
We have the ever fabulous Sid Garcia playing the always charismatic Miles.
Ooh. Hello.
We have the Mr. Know-It-All cleric of ages gone by, Ripper Steve playing Faye.
I almost got my campaigns and said when you said rogue. I almost got it mixed up.
And we also have Phoebe, but she's not here at the moment.
Who can make a good Phoebe impression? BJ,
Guys,
you go for it.
I'm crying!
That's pretty much it, to be honest.
And also, like, dolphin sounds.
Put laughing crying emote. What sounds a laughing crying emote?
As always, we have a few thanks to do, so I'd like to firstly always thank Jorik for the amazing art he has done for all the characters and my own DM token. You can find him at Jorik_art on Twitter. He does do commissions, but they are currently closed, but do keep an eye out because he does amazing work. Would like to thank Outlandish Adventure Productions, who are the people who are responsible for making the Sculptor class that Quill uses. If you want a link to the DM, their product, that's where it is. It does cost a little bit of money, but it is fantastic. It is definitely worth a check out. Wizards of the Coast for making the amazing system that we use, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and also this module, Storm King's Thunder. Roll20 for the amazing website that we use to communicate with each other and sort of give us a little bit of a visual representation of everything going on. To all my players, obviously, because they're all amazing. To all you viewers, because you're also amazing and you make this possible. And Winfer for providing TeamSpeak as usual. BJ for providing the the cards that are on the website. Quill for the website, and Quill for making the tokens. If you're looking for the website.
Speaking of viewers, if you don't already know, it is September. You can gift away subs for less than $1 on
No,
Twitch
you can renew
for the
gifted
month of
subs.
September. You can renew gifted
It's
subs.
renew
past
gifted subs. So
September for
if you were given by Will or Harry a gifted sub last month, you can renew that for just $1. And you can keep your access
Correct,
to the
you can-
Hyperlord.
They're also, I believe, at a discount for this month as well.
Ooh.
So there you go. So if you're interested, that's something you can do.
Ooh, let me check.
Yes,
I think it must be for last
exclamation
month. Yeah,
amount
it doesn't
of
work
dollars
for me.
is a lot. Just saying.
It has to be current.
Yeah. So, also,
Yep.
there's the website if any of you would like to check that out. Now, someone's going to tell me someone I've forgotten to thank.
I just want to hear you thank me again, because it doesn't happen very often.
I would like to tell BJ to go fuck himself.
See, now that happens all the time.
So,
Thank you, BJ!
You're welcome, Winter.
I mean-
you are
As
welcome.
a player, I want to thank Lord for getting this all together.
no, don't thank me. I'm about to
No,
kill
we
you
don't
all.
do that.
What are you doing? They've been trying to ruin my bad mood all day by giving me cute gifts of animals. Sorry. Oh, the drums have stopped, by the way.
Yeah!
Ha ha!
Oh, that's impressive.
Yes! So, unless anyone has anything else to say, we can get into tonight's crazy adventures.
Phoebe, do you have anything else to say? No? Okay, I think we're good.
I love you, Lord. Like me. Say something now. Oh, I knew it.
All right.
I love you too, Phoebe.
Let's use this music. Okay. So, when last we left off, our party were heading throughout the 10 towns to deliver messages about the dangers of a seemingly giant uprising that was happening within the area. The party were heading to the town of Ironmaster, a dwarven town, to pass on to try to rally some troops for Bryn Shander. On the way to Ironmaster, the group stumbled across a fire giant's dig site. With a little bit of difficulty, the party managed to disrupt the dig site and stop whatever the fire giant was trying to retrieve, which they later figured out was a part of the Vonindod. After splitting the spoils of the battle, Cora had found out that her mammoth Nor part was one of the casualties to Daenerys' fireball. This caused some inter-party conflict, which led to Cora deciding that she would not be using Nor again until she felt it absolutely necessary. The party then made their way to Ironmaster. They spoke to the dwarves, managed to warn them of the threat of the giants, and managed to gain some tokens to see a woman in Fireshare that may be able to help them secure some griffins. The party then left Ironmaster and made their way towards Fireshare, where on their way, Cora had noticed a group of about 10 soldiers walking up the road bearing a familiar coat of arms, which was a symbol of her people. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight's session. So, Cora. You can see that there's still a bit of a distance off. You're not quite sure whether they've seen you yet.
Okay.
But you have been able to... You've been looking out and expecting to see... Well, not expecting to see it, but you've been keeping an eye out for your family's coat of arms for quite some time. And you've managed to catch it on the shield of the gentleman who seems to be leading this group of soldiers.
Okay, so we said last time that I was leading the party, so like
Yes.
I'm the one who rolled perception, I'm the one who spotted them. I'm just gonna ask, who's directly behind me?
Probably me.
Alright, so I stop so abruptly that you're probably going to bonk against my back.
I'm gonna roll a dick save.
This
Fall flat
Yeah,
on
the
my
guy-
face.
the guy who dumps decks rolls the deck save.
What?
Never fucking mind.
Awesome.
Natural mind.
Right
Damn it.
fucking on.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually.
You forward flip overhead.
Yeah.
You know, you keep
As she
rolling the
stops,
same
Cora
die.
will kind of, like almost hitting a wall. We'll kind of run into her, and then back up.
Alright.
I feel like you just
sorry.
forward flip over
Didn't
it
know we
and
were
then just
stopping.
do the thing the gymnasts do, the thing.
Not in this heavy armor.
Uh, um,
I didn't know we were stopping. Sorry.
I'm staring straight ahead for a few seconds. Then I turn around, look at the rest of the party, and my eyes are just wide with shock. And I have my mouth like partially open, like I'm about to say something, but then I don't say anything.
Do I have something in my teeth?
No, you're fine. Not today. No, you're right for now.
Not today.
What's happening? Why have we stopped?
After a few more seconds, you see the biggest smile you've ever seen on my face. And I just excitedly say, my people, they're here. They're coming. And I point ahead of us.
Are they coming toward us, or are they just walking in a direction?
They're coming up the same road that you're traveling down.
I think she's telling the truth. I haven't seen her smile like that.
You're right, it's kind of weird. It's a little off-putting.
I know. I didn't know she could smile.
I didn't know her mouth bended that way.
Yes, teeth!
Do we want to go meet them?
I give a slow nod.
I mean, if they're anything like Quara, I don't see why not.
Oh.
I see a few reasons.
There we go. That's more the kind of reaction I expected.
Well, lead on.
Yeah.
So... No, go. Go.
Oh, this is, like I wasn't actually gonna do anything. It's just
Fortnite for this.
I've been. When did we start this? In January, February,
Something like that.
February.
March?
Maybe even
It's September.
March,
Wow. Okay. So I turn around and I look down the road. How far are they approximately?
They have gotten quite a bit closer. They are now within about 100 feet.
Mm-hmm. And I look
and
in
they
the
they've
direction-
definitely they sort of now slowed their approach.
Mm-hmm.
The captain has
I'm
turned.
going to look at them, then look at the party, and look at them, look at the party, and I'm going to say, I'm finally going home. And I start walking towards them.
You see, the captain has turned around. Currently has his back to you, and is currently speaking to the soldiers. Turns back to you as you approach, and it's like, halt!
I'm going to kneel. And you guys have seen me kneel basically in front of everybody so far. I've kneeled in front of common people, in front of leaders of towns, in front of you guys, in front of friends, strangers, and so it's not unusual for me to do that, but the way I've done it this time, I basically throw myself on the ground. Just waiting there.
He gives a bit of a puzzled look. He hasn't quite gotten a good glance at your face yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, rise. We mean no harm.
I'll stand up.
Is your face... Are you hiding your face or anything?
No?
He sort of stands there for a moment, and his mouth just slightly drops for a moment. My lady! And he kneels. And as soon as he kneels, all the other 9 soldiers kneel down as well.
What the fuck is happening? These
This is
fucking
like
people and they're
so
kneeling.
I don't understand.
I'm so confused.
It's a kneeling
It-
contest.
Kneeling intensifies.
Yeah, I've been practicing so hard for this day.
It has been many years since we last saw you. We did not expect to see you here. In this savage land.
Neither did I expect to see anyone from Sosol in here. 4 years. It's been 4 years, and I've never met anyone else. I am so glad to see you. I'm going to step towards them.
They all still have their heads bowed like they won't meet your gaze. Did my lady, if I may,
What is it?
he looks up at you. Roll one insight check.
Who, me?
Yes, you. You're the one directly speaking to them.
I mean, that... Why?
I love when you ask why.
Its face seems to be hard as steel at the moment, but you do catch a slight glint from his eye.
What has been... Do you bring news from Sussel? I don't know what's been going on in there ever since I left. What can you tell me?
And he now stands. We heard news that the Tyr may be on this continent. We've been sent out by your father to find it.
Okay, two questions. One, are we hearing this? 2, is it in common?
This is in common.
Yes and no. What? Oh, it is? Okay.
This
Alright,
is in
that's
common. I would say you can hear it. They're not keeping this quiet.
Okay.
I'm
I
not.
assume we'd relatively approach the back of where this conversation's happening, but not too close, kind of thing.
Yeah,
You need to
kind
show.
of giving them space, but at the same time still
Let's-
staying with
sure.
Laura.
Sure, let's do that. Sure.
And do you have any idea what it might be exactly, or have you just been searching in Feyran without any direction?
We are merely following rumors. There was...
I see.
But finding you, it's... I'm sorry, my lady. You're under arrest.
What?
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 Excuse me?
But I... No. I just
But-
don't say anything coherent at this point.
What?
By the orders of your father, you are to return to Sosol and face punishment for your crimes.
Quara doing nothing bad. What?
Hello, I'm sorry. I'm this lady's lawyer. Could we please... please clarify what she's done wrong? I kind of stand and puff my chest out a little bit, make myself look more royal. Please clarify what she has done wrong.
Potatoes and baked beans, or sausages, beans, and chips and eggs.
Isn't like the
Furious
height
Sausage,
typing.
beans, and eggs would be
substantial
fine.
between you
Beans and
two?
eggs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not short, but I'm not tall.
Oh no,
me
you're
check
not. You're
it.
an elf. That's right. Never mind.
How tall am I?
What do you think I was?
Skinny.
5 feet
Skinny?
7.
Whatever everyone
We're
else
not,
is
we're not
having.
midgets, but we're not like big.
Chips is easier?
You're right.
Sorry, people talking.
Yeah.
We're shortish.
Please,
Not-
please explain to me what she has done wrong.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah.
Do I get actor advantage for passing myself off as somebody else?
No.
Okay.
Good try, bud.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! +9. Shit.
I am not aware of your customs in this savage land. But Lady Quora here is to face execution for the murder of the Princess of Sossel, her sister. She has been tried and she has been found guilty and ordered for execution immediately.
May I have a moment to confer with my client?
The guards
we-
start
we
approaching.
respect-
Can I just do
We
whispering
respect
to
the
Carl,
justice
like,
of your land.
like just legal shit.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm getting like
She's
into my
she's the
earpiece.
rights,
Yeah.
She's these rights. And you, they can't do this.
We
Take out the
Right.
take out the
We-
book of laws.
Yeah.
understand your customs. However, we asked for this courtesy. Please allow us to speak before we leave with you.
There will be no we in leaving. We will be taking Lady Quora back to our homeland. You will be staying here. But you may have this moment. And only a moment.
Thank you. And I grab Quara by the arm and push her over to the huddle. Okay, so
Huddle,
what the
Yeah, I'm
fuck?
basically making no effort to go along. You're just dragging me as I'm
Yeah, I do my
standing.
best.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck? I agree. I agree with these guys.
Tell us what's going on.
I don't say anything.
Come on, Quara.
We don't have a lot of time.
All right, look, I'm one for not speaking well, but not speaking at all is not helping.
We don't have a lot of time. Speak up now, please.
I look down on the ground. Don't say anything.
Please, do any of you believe them? We cannot let them just take her.
Quora, if you don't speak, you're going to die. You get that, yeah?
Quora, we may not be on the best terms, but I don't particularly want you to die. And if you're not going to stand up for yourself, then I don't want to see you die. As much as we don't get along, don't just let them. Did you do
Is
it?
she responding at all?
No.
I smack her across the face.
I was gonna do it.
Ow.
This is not the time to shut down.
So I guess from the force of the slap, I will like turn my head to the side a little bit, and touch the spot where you hit me, and take a deep breath and say, "What else can I do?"
Explain what happened?
Did you do it?
I
Of course you didn't do it. We've been with her for so long. How could you even think that? There's no way. I cannot accept that. Besides, do these gods even have jurisdiction here? I don't think they hold power. We cannot just let them take her.
You're right, there's usually paperwork when people get arrested. Lord, do any of them seem to have any paperwork?
suitcases, like a suit and a
Roll
tie.
a perception check.
Also, how tough do they look?
Yeah, that's my next question. How many of them and how tough do they look?
There's around about 10. They look
Okay,
like
that's not
most
great.
of them look like your average guards. The one that's been doing the talking does look a little bit more grizzled. Definitely looks like he's someone of higher rank, especially you guys. You've seen sort of higher ranking officers. This guy seems to be a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Is he like regal? Or
Is he
I
a
wouldn't
giant?
say regaled. It's
like
more.
high ranking?
It's more grizzled and hardened.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, okay.
Is he a giant?
Sure.
He is not a giant. They are all humanoids. They're all of similar skin complexion as Quora,
They're pale.
so fairly pale. But that's like the only overwhelming distinguishing feature amongst all of them. The grizzled one has like a scar across his face. Little bit. Some of his teeth is missing. Like you can see he's seen some war and some battles. As you look over, you don't seem to see much. They all seem to have packs on them.
And how far are we from the town right now?
You're still at least a day away.
Okay, so
Oh,
not
okay.
nearby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, Quora. Did you do it?
I
Got 3 options here. You either tell me you did it, you tell me you didn't do it, or you tell me nothing and we start killing them.
Hold on.
All running.
They,
All running.
you can't.
I think
Or
you
running.
just-
Yeah, running works probably
Those are
better.
my people.
Hold on.
I cannot. And
Oh, I'd pick you over them.
I would never ask of you to put your life in danger for me.
No one's asking.
If it's between them and us, they want to kill you. We don't right this second. Yeah. I'm going to say not right this second.
You remember doing it, Quora. You did it at all.
I'll look at each of you. Actually, I want to know what's Wilfer like.
Oh my god!
Why would you bring that up? Why?
I just want to know what it looks like.
I think Wilfer is just silent, just his gaze is just changing between everyone in the party, just looking around, just seeing what they will say, like what their facial expression is, how do they react. I don't think
He's just he's just holding Quara's leg.
Yeah, I don't think he has the ability to react right now. He's just looking at what everyone else is doing. For
I
direction.
just wanted to know if I had like broken his little innocent heart.
No.
Not yet.
The boy sees some shit. He's tough.
Well, if we're going to do something, we need to do it now. We don't have time.
Unfortunately, I don't think a legal argument would hold. We are too far from any city, and I don't think they will listen to reason.
They're in our land. Can't just drag her out. Don't have
Quara,
ranks.
you still greatly respect your people and your land, right? I imagine you do not want to live as a fugitive. There's no life to have. Trust me. So, this is a terrible situation, but my suggestion will be that we go willingly, but we all go together. Don't leave anyone behind. That should be our condition.
I have another alternative idea, something I've done before to get, a friend out of trouble. Which is to fake a piece of paper that says that you didn't actually do it. I have the tools to write out a proper forgery here. I can use them. I just don't know what to write.
The people of Saucil would never accept anything of the sort. It has been 4 years. 4 years since Princess Vedia died. And they are still hunting me down.
Did you kill her?
That's enough. You have had your moment.
Alright.
I'm sorry, my lady, but it's time to head home. And
I don't know how
he
familiar
and the
you
guards
are
start approaching.
with our customs. I don't know how familiar you are with our customs, but we here are united together. If you take her with you, we should come too. We will not get in your way. We will not stop the law from doing what it does. But we should travel together. That's all we ask.
Well, Fossil is... It's going to take a year just to get there.
Alright. We're hustled. We do things together.
While we may not be accustomed to your policies
Customs?
within this area, there is nothing we can do to stop you from following us to the next city. However, you will not have passage on our boat, and you will not be able to speak to Quora. She is a traitor, she is a murderer, and a betrayer. She will be returned home, where she is to be hung for her crimes. My lady, I am sorry to do this. But my honor dictates that I must arrest you. And he approaches. And the guards are approaching all behind. With their hands ready for in case there is any hostile action.
I understand. You are just following the king's orders. You are honorable. And I will not hold this against you. But
Corbin is like looking at Thal, is like waiting to see if he makes a move.
Thal has both hands behind his back, but one of them on the dagger that's behind his back, and is not sure what to do now.
I will
Waiting
take.
to see what happens.
I
will take.
I was just gonna whisper to Thal, we could just follow them and kill them in their sleep.
You're right.
I'm going to take
I'd also
one
like-
step forward.
I'd also whisper. Not yet, brother. Not here.
I release the dagger and take a step back.
I will take one step forward. And okay. All right. I'll glance back at the party once more, and then I'll look at the guards in front of me, and I'll say, I am Quora. I am Quora Gallis, daughter of King Asdiana Gallis and Queen Mealia Gallis. Next in line to inherit Salso's throne and crown. And as the oldest still living princess, I shall return to my kingdom one day with my family's crown. I will clear my name, and I will capture the murderer of my older sister. This is why I cannot allow you to take me. Kill me now, and Vedia's real murderer will live free for the rest of his life. I understand what you are doing, but this is a mistake I will not allow you to make. No matter what you may think of me now. I'll take my glaive.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuade them to kill you.
You can see that there's a pause in his step. My lady, you know this pains me to do this, but on orders of the king, we have been told that if anyone was to find you, we are to return you to the kingdom, alive. You can thank your mother for that. But why did you do it? If you're innocent, why did you run?
I will say to you what I have always said. I did not kill her. My only mistake was failing to keep her safe.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure. Who won?
Quara, I assume.
Quora, you can roll your roll to me.
Persuasion or deception?
Flash! I forgot.
You can toggle it on your
Roll it on the
sheet.
Yeah. toggle on your sheet and roll it.
Or do that.
I'll do that, yeah.
Or you can do gem roll, whatever. It's easy, just toggle it on your sheet and click what you want.
I have no idea where to toggle that.
I'll go through that later with you. Just do jam roll for now.
Mm-hmm. Here it is.
Oh!
Where's the toggle?
How do I private message you?
You can. Slash.
Me?
No, Lord.
Slash
Yeah,
W,
slash W Lord.
yeah, slash W's GM.
Or slash WGM or slash
GM?
W. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know your backstory.
Corin doesn't know it.
Her voice is shaky. There's a lot of emotion behind what she's saying. Genuine emotion.
Corman's gonna step forward and step to her side.
I want to believe you, my lady. I really do. But if the king was to find out what has happened here, if I was to allow you to escape his grasp, it would be my head as well. And the head of all of these soldiers here as well.
You are good people. You were unlucky to find yourselves in this position. You can walk away. The king shall never know that you met me.
He looks back at the guards. And then looks to you. Hit me.
What?
Hit me!
Did you say hit me?
Yes.
What?
You can see he's bracing himself for it as well.
I think you should.
If... I cannot lie to the king. But I can omit details. I can say that you overpowered us. That you escaped. But I cannot I cannot let you leave here without a fight.
What kind
And
of
you see
armor
him,
is
and
wearing?
he draws his sword, but he doesn't have it in an aggressive position.
Okay.
And all the guards do the same, but they all have they all draw their swords, but they're holding them tight, but all down by their sides.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
He is wearing splint.
So what parts of his body are exposed?
His face, he's not wearing a helm at all.
Really? Okay.
Slug him.
Oof. All right, I'm going to.
Do it.
I'm going to grasp my weapon and take a deep breath, and I'll say, You are a good man. Once I will fix this. And when I do, as the new queen, I will compensate you. You and your men and your men's families. Your family for the next 5 generations, you will all be taken care of. This I promise you. And then I hit him. And I'm going to draw blood, but I'm like, holding back.
Chop
Yeah.
his head off.
You're going for a non-lethal hit.
Well, also non-crippled for life hit,
Roll an attack roll just to see how well you restrain yourself. He's not
That's
resisting,
restrained?
so he's not resisting, so he'll hit. You hit him and you take the glaive. Are you hitting him with the sharp end of the glaive?
I want to leave a cut on him, yes.
So with this, you hit him and you leave a giant gash across his the splints.
Giant?
Like your glaive just leaves a big indentation across his splint mail. And he spits up a bit of blood. Before you go,
I
my
look
lady,
away.
I will tell you what we've heard.
Please.
We've heard word of a man hiding in the northeastern parts of this continent, who has been bragging about having this crown. Find him. And
I
return
will.
home.
I will.
And you all see the guards approach you and all just sort of kneel down as well. They sort of scatter themselves into a position that would suggest combat. And I'd say
I will make this right. I promise.
And with that, you take the time to sort of beat them up a little bit.
Oh, I do.
They don't fight back at all.
Be gentle.
And roll me one last insight check.
Everyone?
If you're looking at the captain, sure.
Nope. Kicking the crap out of him.
I would not be trying to just randomly hurt people.
Yeah, I would
Like,
not.
I can't imagine I wouldn't be looking anywhere else.
Just
Definitely would.
release the built-up stress from the past 3
I'm
weeks.
fucking, pissed off at Clara, so I'm like, ooh.
You do, Faye, you do see the captain is openly crying now.
Oh shit.
What is
I take the time and effort to stage this to look like it was a proper fight.
your name? All of you. I need to know all of your names.
So I got the name for the captain.
Yeah, you don't
I
have to
didn't expect you to
tell me
say
everything.
ask the
It's
names
fine,
of
it's
every
fine.
one of the guards.
It's no. Like
Jeff?
we can just say he gives me
And,
his
like,
name and
like,
everybody else
if they have a
does.
group, they have a group name.
They're all
Probably get that
numbered.
Yeah.
Like guard number
Jeff
one,
1,
guard number
Jeff
2.
I
What
am
the heck is that?
I am Captain Meon Hess.
Spell that for me in chat.
Yeah, it's just spelled
Oh,
like
wow.
It's just spelled as how it says.
Wow, a normal
Spelled
spelled name.
right. No, like I spelled it right in my notes to begin with. I'm awesome.
And these are the Giant's Bane.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh,
Oh, we were the Giant's Bane.
we could use a giant's bane.
And with that, he collapses to the ground.
Lord, do any of these people look like they have like a really nice weapon?
He looks like his longsword looks really beautifully made. It
I
bears
take
this.
Oh no.
Oh no, this could be bad.
Okay, so it's just a basic longsword.
Oh,
That's cool.
But it's beautifully made. It's the blade is sharp, like it's very well cared for, and you can see across the hilt of the blade. It bears the same coat of arms. I think you've seen Quora's coat of arms.
I wouldn't have taken note of
Nope.
it, so it doesn't matter.
One of the shields.
Just-
when
just
they
on
were
the
Well, it's on
shield.
the same one on the shields and all of that. So it's quite easy to tell that this is the coat of arms of Sossel.
There's mammoths in it, so you know.
Yeah.
I lean down to the guy and just say, "Sorry, this is what I would have done if we won," and then put it in my bag.
holy shit!
He doesn't hesitate.
Cool.
Good to know. I'll write that down in my notes.
Feel like I made a friend. This is good.
And do you leave the encamp? Leave? And where are you heading
What'd you
to?
say? Oh.
Let's go.
Aishia? Where will we go?
Yeah.
I am here.
I gotta walk straight away from them.
Oh! I want to do a thing.
Of course you do.
I will take my cape. And everyone has seen so far, I always wear this white cape. And I take it off, and I turn it around, and on the part I've always worn on the inside, there is that same coat of arms. And I've just been wearing it, backwards so that it would be kind of hidden. And I take it, and I'm going to cut it up a little, like slash at it, and I'm going to spill my own blood on it, and I'll leave it with them.
Weird.
Alright. For the sake of this, I'll say you take 4 points of damage.
How many?
4.
Oh no,
40.
I'm dead.
Just so that you spill enough blood to make it look believable.
Yeah.
And you leave it near one of the bodies.
Near the captain.
Yeah.
But you may take it with him as proof of having had me in his grasp.
Yeah. And you head further south to Fireshear. It's still early-ish in the day.
We're just not going to talk about this at all. Just walk away.
And you start walking down to Fireshear. Fireshear is about a day and a half away at this moment.
Well, once we get like an hour's walk away in silence, I'm gonna stop us all and just. Alright, so. I'm sure my brother has a lot of questions. I just have one. What the fuck was that?
Shit, we should have got the guy's name. The
Wait,
guy that'd been claiming the crown. No. Oh, I even knew about it. Actually, probably didn't.
No, I didn't.
No.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Alright.
I stare intently at Quara.
What's the question? Just
What
what,
the
fuck?
fuck was that?
Same question as my brother, actually. Just the one. But yeah.
Oh boy, I can't believe we actually. Wow, yeah. Okay, well, Lord, that was cool. Thumbs up. And give me a moment to get back in character. Whew. Okay. I am sorry you found out this way. I most definitely did not expect to meet my own people here. I ran away from Saussel 4 years ago. I've never once come across a fellow Saucerim in Feyran.
So,
Yeah, that's not the part I had an issue with.
you're on the run?
I am. For
Seems so happy to meet them.
I thought it's been 4 years. I thought that by now they would have found the real murderer. I thought that those people were here to find me, to bring me back, and to bring me the news of the murderer's death. But apparently nothing has changed. The king still wants my head. And I still cannot return.
Well, not much we can say.
I'm going to be, I'm going to be Quara, and I'm going to kneel down. Before the whole party.
Doing it again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't get this.
Nobody believed me in Saussel. Nobody but my mother. But my father, my sister, everyone. They all thought I did it.
How could
And you stood up for me. And I never thought that anyone... You didn't even know. You don't even know what happened. You've barely known me for a month. And you stood up for me. And I don't... I am not sure how to... What do I say?
It's just like you said, you're hustled.
Everyone's getting really good at that. Well done, everyone.
I was actually really proud of myself for saying it right.
Thank
We
you.
don't know the full story. We're going to try and keep you safe.
Thank you. I hope that by traveling with you, I will not endanger you.
Everyone, I believe we need to change our plans. Because if the King of Suswell hears that we have overpowered their guard, they won't give in. They will come back. We can't just keep on going. They will be back, and so I think we should clear her name. Our priority should be to clear Cora of her sister's murder.
Well, I mean, we could just
agree with that. The person that they're looking for is over here.
I mean,
We have to find and get back the crown.
if they've heard of him, surely they'll find him eventually. There are ways to conceal yourself.
It's been
Have many
4
ways.
years. Don't think they're
It's-
looking
it's-
in the right spot.
The
It's
crown
been
has
years.
been missing for much longer than that.
It's been 4 years. The crown.
It's been 4 years since my sister was killed, but the crown has been missing from my family for generations. Actually, it's not it's not something we are proud of, but our crown has been stolen a long time ago. Nobody in my kingdom knows this. My family forged a copy in order to keep ruling.
Can I ask, is this what you've been looking for here?
Yes, we have laws in Sossel, and the first one is that only the bearer of that crown can rule over the kingdom. If I were to find it, I could return to Sossel and override the king's orders. I could clear my own name merely by holding the real crown.
So we have two
let's find
options.
the
We find the person, or we find the crown, or the third option, they're the same person.
You think the crown ran away?
I think objects are significantly easier to locate than people.
Easily.
I point at Thal's. What? I don't remember what I've been calling it. His bag of holding.
Yeah.
He gave it. Yeah.
What was it, Ben?
Well, I'll just point at it.
He's not,
Yeah, he's gone.
bag of carrying things. I think.
Bag
Yeah.
of yeah, that's it. The bag of carrying things.
Carrying things. There we go.
I'll point at his bag of carrying things, and I'll say that rod we found. It has the power to locate nearby objects.
It does.
Yes.
I am able to do the same thing
As am I.
with that
rod-
kind of spell. That kind of
So
spell only
your
has.
crown-
Yeah?
Yeah, your crown's made of the material that the rod works for.
What is your crown?
Not exactly, no.
Um,
It,
wait,
it is
face-
capable of
face on the
finding
go
any
for the paper.
object.
What does the crown look like? What's it made out of? All these questions.
It is made of ice that never
You forget you're
melts.
talking to two nerds. The
Never,
party.
never melting ice. Just
And it
draw
has a
big
blue
circles.
gemstone shaped like a tear.
A tear like what you were talking about with.
We call it a Ralia's tear, yes.
Well, it helps that it's very distinctive.
It is. It is surely precious looking. And all I had, my search brought me to Feyran. But that's all I had. That's all I knew. But thanks to Captain Hess, now we have much clearer direction. I've never known where to go. I had just been traveling all over Feyran without knowing, but this time I could actually find it.
So, do you believe it easier to find the crown than to find a true murderer? Is that your priority in the matter?
Wouldn't the murderer maybe not be in Feyran? That would probably be easier to
The
find
thing-
the crown.
The thing is, Miles, if we were to find the crown, then Clara could clear her name.
My plan was to find a crown, return to my kingdom, and after my name was cleared, I would be in a position to be able to look for the real murderer. I would be surprised to find his identity while I am in Feyran. But I have no idea who he might be or
We
where.
We have a lead on the.
We have ways. There are ways to find information if we need. We can now that we if we know what the crown looks like, we can inquire to people, to trusted sources, if they've heard about such an object, and given its uniqueness, it makes it a lot easier to find, is what I'm saying. It's not your everyday object.
But please understand that if this crown was stolen generations ago, then the trail has gone cold. Who living today will have answers?
Well, in response to that, the trail may have gone cold, but the original trail may have gone cold, but we've just been given a lead. We need to search to the northeast, and one of us in our party would have connections up there.
Hey Lord, can I see the map of the world?
Sure.
I'm literally looking at it right now.
I forgot we have like
Sorry,
a
Lord,
DM in here.
when they talk northeast, do they mean northeast of here or northeast of the continent?
Northeastern part of the continent.
Alright guys, back to
So,
Breach Center we go.
on the map or on the very, very far northeast of the continent?
So Matt. So
Okay,
consider
thank you.
this part as a continent.
No worries, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
So more like in the direction of something like,
So, like
Raven
Silver
Rock.
Marches area.
Yeah, so like, Iron Slag, Dread Snow, New Fort.
Yeah, if only somebody we knew had connections in the northeast?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone at all.
Yeah, neither can I.
Miles, would you have any connections of that nature? I'm sorry, I don't really know where you're from, but
I do not, unfortunately.
Well, the good news is, now that we're all in the habit of sharing things, I do actually know Silvery Moon like the back of my hand. So, if we're going to go that way, at least that's somewhere to start.
I would have to be careful there. But I think it's
They
the right course of action.
If we don't have to worry about there, it's... They never found us there.
That's true.
I missed it. Where?
Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon.
Yeah.
Where is that?
I'm making nice, big, pretty circles.
Oh wow, that
Multiple
is.
pigs.
This is
Damn,
fucking
that's
me
far.
up because why am I playing 2 campaigns on the same map?
You think it's fucking you up? I've written all the lore in our campaign for this map, and it's completely different to SKT lore. It's great.
Donk.
So, if we need to head in that direction, that's at least somewhere we can start.
I think that should be our course of action.
And there's a lot of libraries and places there where they keep a lot of information, so maybe someone's written down something about this crown. Plus, didn't somebody else tell us to go to Silvery Moon?
I think there was.
Let me silvery. Yep. It's in Everland, actually.
Yeah.
Evelyn, okay.
Everland. Clockwork Doggo guy. Flip.
Ah, Thwip. Okay, yeah. See, Thal wouldn't remember, but you would.
So nobody
there's a
else
big-
knows.
There's a big wizard. Who went there? Just me and you, I think.
It was you and me, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Moongleam Tower in Everland. So we also have an additional reason to go up there that we haven't told anyone.
Plus, I have some old friends there I wouldn't mind saying hello to.
Please, before I appreciate what you're all saying, but please keep in mind that if we were to go around and ask questions about this crown and look for information and like Miles said, we could have more people coming after us.
I mean,
This could be
Alright, we've killed
dangerous.
giants.
I know a person that's good at getting information out of people, and he can disguise himself to look like people.
Who? Oh, wait.
Exact response
You're right.
Thal would have as well.
Exactly. It's almost like that's where I was going with it.
For a second.
That was Thal's
I
response.
thought
Ben
that
knew what was going on.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Sure.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I am pretty good at that. You're right.
I think things happen for a reason, and we were brought together. There's a reason we were brought together.
if we're
There's a
going to
reason
go-
everything happened exactly as it did, and we were all in Nightstone at that time.
If we're going to go east, where do we want to get off the boat? Do we want to get on the boat?
It depends if we do have engagements in other places.
Meanwhile, I'm going to.
Can I just say, whereabouts
We
are we at the
still
moment?
need to.
We're up
North of Fireshare on
near
the road.
Fireshare.
Yeah, on the road of Fireshare.
We do have to go to Tribor as well.
Correct.
So-
Tribor.
Where are we? Waterdeep?
Tribor
Is
is-
that where we're heading? Tribor's here.
We were going to hop on the boat in Fire Shear to go back to
Corbin,
Waterdeep.
map time.
While everybody's talking, I'm just going to remove one of my gauntlets and rub my eyes.
In fact, no, we'll do this later. We'll do this later. We'll walk now.
I
We'll
just
go now.
can't. I just
We'll do
can't
this
do
when
the
we
math.
stop.
Not
We'll
ready
do
to
this-
argue.
Do this when we stop. Do this when we stop.
What time of day is it?
nerds.
After talking, and it's around, like, you guys saw the guards around about 9 or 10, so it's still early morning. You stopped an hour after, so it's around about midday.
Okay.
Okay. So, if I don't know, it may not be even worth it to get on the boat.
The boat.
Well, why
is
were we
much
going
faster.
to Waterdeep?
Oh god. Why would...
We were accompanying.
It's up to the people who have notes, Lord. Don't help us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
well, I'm
taking
looking
the
at-
cleric to Isengard.
Oh. Okay, Sirak. That's his name.
Sirak.
So glad at least one of us wrote that down.
And we're taking him there because were we
Derek
supposed to find his grandpa
He
or
needed
something?
to be there. I believe so.
I believe there was a Lord Roaring Horn in Waterdeep that knew Artus climbed the well.
That's what.
So, logistically, if we took the boat to Waterdeep and then went north to Dribble, then east to Silverymoon, would that work? Is that the best course of action?
Probably.
I'm sorry, I can't play
Can
dumb
I-
the whole time.
Who has
The shortest
who has
route
the
would be to.
tokens- Who's the tokens we got like 2 days ago?
What?
The ones that get us the ones that may get us griffins.
That's
I
pretty
do.
cool.
I have it.
You
Can we
have it?
fly to Tribble?
I think we get to Fire Shear and work
I
this out,
I don't
guys.
I don't think we were like going to get griffins there. I thought we were just going to talk
Like,
to a
she
person.
trains griffins.
I kind of want a griffin.
Griffins are expensive.
She trains
Sorry, let me say this in
griffins.
Carter.
They're real exotic pets, and they like to drag their chairs around and not mute their mics.
We should. I think we can meet. We should meet up with
Phoebe!
Sirak in Fire Shear.
Holy shit,
and
Phoebe.
see where we want to go from there.
How's that so loud?
I have no idea. It's so loud.
Sorry.
Crazy.
realize.
We should meet with Sirak in Fire Shear as arranged and see what we
We
want
should
to do from
discuss
there.
with him. I agree.
If he can take a boat alone. The
Yeah.
water deep if need be.
Derek already has bodyguards.
Indeed.
Does he?
Yes, we
Regardless,
were
we-
originally going
Wait,
to accompany
Didn't we
him.
send Sarek to Luskin?
No, he went to
went
Fire
with-
Shear. He wanted to
He
go
was
to
going
Luskin,
to
and
go.
we sent
He
him
wanted
to
to
Fire
go to
Shear.
Oh,
Luskin.
he already went to Fire Shear because we went to Iron Master. That's right. Okay.
We sent him over to
And he had other people accompanying him.
No.
There might be a chance he's already on a boat. So let's go to Fire Shear and we'll discuss what we need to do from there.
We should get to a town, have a rest. And see what we want to do from there.
Very well.
Yeah.
We didn't. Clara, do you happen to know where your people may have landed here at all? Because there might be a chance we could find some in Fire Shear that may not be from the same group.
When I came here by boat, when I reached the Feyran by boat, I ended up in Neverwinter.
Well, we can
That
avoid
makes
that
sense.
then.
Neverwinter is a major port, that makes sense.
Sounds like a good place to avoid.
I agree.
Okay.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Well,
Alright.
let's get going. Let's get going.
Go.
Alright. So you spend the rest of the day walking off walking down towards Fireshire. You will need to make camp for tonight,
Yep.
as it is still another day out.
Did we grab some firewood from the cart?
I think
Do we
Fowl
do
didn't
that?
want to
No.
put junk in his bag of
Yeah.
carrying things.
That is
Yeah, no,
100%
okay.
what it was.
Yeah, because I was sitting there, it's like, please someone dismantle the cart for the firewood, because you always have so much trouble finding firewood. And Thal just went, nope.
Yeah, no,
Protective of his bag.
I'm not putting your junk in my bag. I've only got fine things in my bag of carrying things, like a fish made of bone and a pretty gold bracelet
Maybe
and
appreciate my
some
junk.
bloody thieves' tools
Casual.
and the rod of finding things and the horn of loud noises.
Love it.
We'll have to find firewood.
That's not right.
Yep.
So, who wants to roll a survival check then?
I want to do it. Can I do it?
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
God.
help. I'll help.
He's
Actually,
gonna help.
survival's one of
Okay.
the few I don't have proficiency in, so
20.
You act
Advantage?
not too bad. This is actually a
said
little
you
bit
helped.
more of a lusher area. Not lush as in like it's brimming with life, but there are more trees around and all that. So it's not too hard to find actual firewood this time.
Yeah.
So
nice.
They told you we didn't need that stinking cart.
Good job.
Man, it feels good to be me.
So you guys set up for camp. You all have some food. Eat your rations. So mark off your rations. I'm getting good at this ration thing.
Yeah, I know you're remembering it now. I don't like it. We nearly starved in our other campaign because I didn't stock up.
Holy crap, I have so much food. What happened?
You bought a ton of it before
I
you
feel like
left
we haven't marked it
Brinshanda.
off for like 10 years.
can someone mark one off for me because Sarah doesn't have anything.
Oh, yeah, you can have some of mine. It's okay. Boris, bitch.
Yeah, Loki, I have a coat and that is it.
No clothes underneath.
Yes, I'm
Check if
doing
I'll check if I have any of there just with my brother.
And I
Keep
have
that
a
with you.
small pouch that has money in them, which has like
Look.
exactly 20 gold. That is it.
Does anyone wish to do anything overnight?
I'll do my usual prayers, my usual spell casting. I'll ask my goddess for forgiveness for drawing the blood of an innocent person, and thank her for giving me another chance at this. And that's it.
Hey, Quara.
Yes. What is it?
You can hear Quora. Oh,
What's your
fuck.
dad's name?
My father's name. It's Asdianagalis.
Alright, for those of us that don't speak Sussel, can you write it in the chat, please?
What is a chat?
Also, that's all, thank you. And I walk away.
All
And I
right.
start drafting
Nice.
the most legal political letter I can think of from all my experience listening to Dad, that essentially says, my bad, she didn't do it, she can go free. And then signing it by her dad's name using my forgery kit.
Can it have like a lot of like long words in it that you don't know what they mean?
Yep, that's exactly what it's gonna have. Just things I remember my dad saying.
Roll a forgery check.
Okay.
Common legal words.
Probably-
No. So
Probably should not be charisma, actually. Let me just change that real quick.
yeah,
to
I would
Dex.
say this
There we
for
go.
this one. You're gonna hate me even more. It's probably gonna be more intelligence at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
This is more you trying to think of big words. To
Okay, so instead of a 9, that is a 2.
So you start, and your forgery skills are quite nice. Like your like your cursive is impeccable. It's all gibberish.
Oh, it makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense, and you know it makes no sense. But you're trying to practice it
No,
out.
I don't.
Well, no,
I
even
just use
you're
some big
not.
words. I think I know what they mean.
Yeah.
The legal magistrate of this affidavit is a petition.
That's exactly what it
to-
says. Signed, Asdiana Gallus. And I'm gonna stick that in my back pocket and make sure I have that just in case we can count more people.
Right. At a very poorly forged note in common.
Fully forged note.
In
for
common.
Quara's not badness. In common. I don't know what else I would have written in it. I know two languages, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know. That's a thing. It's similar to German, but not the same.
Anyway,
That
that's
would make
all I want to do.
Okay. Anyone else?
Just poring over the map, probably with Corbin.
Fucking nuts.
Got the measuring tools out, like the compass and. He's strangely mute. It's weird. He's usually a lot more interactive about this. Oh well.
I'm sorry. What?
Map nerd.
Map things.
You guys are map
Map.
together.
Map.
Yeah. You got like
Corbin
the
runs
compass
over the
out
map.
and stuff like that. And there's like scribbles all over the map now, so we've made it a new one at some stage.
No, I would have gotten used my mana to make like navigator's tools. I'm just holding a compass as you're plotting. We've gotten this down to a science now.
Oh yeah. There's optimal paths. There's 11 of them on one page. Anyway.
All right.
That's what we're doing.
Miles there.
I'll just be sitting by herself.
As always.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think
She doesn't want to talk to Quara very much.
And what was Miles doing?
I just think he's thinking a lot. He's got a lot to process right now.
Fair enough. So night passes uneventfully. A lot of you have a little bit of trouble sleeping. And some of you are having dreams that are plagued by your past. The thoughts of heading to different areas, and areas that you've spent some time in before. A little bit of anxiety sets in. Quora, you're a wreck.
Yeah.
You're mainly the night you left keeps replaying over and over in your head, and the morning in which your sister was found just sort of sink into your head. You do eventually get enough sleep, but it's not great. You all wake up in the morning, pack up your camp, and start heading off down to Fireshare. Who is leading the way down to Fireshare?
Quara.
Always
I
Quora.
think I will. Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
If it's not you, it'd be me, because one of us would be up front.
I think I'll follow behind the one person this time. I am a little distracted this morning.
Is fair. Yeah. Yeah. Then I would be leading.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Oh no. Oh no.
You're just walking along, paying attention. You sort of take off your gloves as you're walking along and just focusing on your hands a little bit, and then putting it back on, sort of looking at the road, looking back at Quora, paying attention to basically everything but what's going
The
on
road.
in front of you.
Yeah.
So, the first half of the day goes by uneventfully. You head on a little bit further. Traveling in for a few hours. It's a couple of hours before nightfall. This time I'll get you all to roll perception checks.
Passive?
I will allow a passive for this.
Oh, look, I'll roll a check. That's fine.
Oh, go figure.
I got nothing. Faye's got really nothing else to do but pay attention to like the road. So, oh no, roll higher.
Mhm.
Okay. Sure.
They're all. Jeez, some damn good rolls here.
What the fuck? We're a perceptive group.
Well done, team.
We're just
Oh.
compensating for Corbin.
Clap.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only person who doesn't really see this is Dayara. Dayara, you're more
Sucks to
you're
suck.
focused more on the road ahead of you. You're still
Take away
thinking
from Quora.
back to what had happened the last few days. It's been a bit stressful. The rest of you sort of you peer up and you can see some shapes in the sky.
Again?
Just sort of
Oh no. I don't want to do this.
circling and diving and coming back up. Just flying around. Quora, Faye, and Miles.
Uh-huh.
You can all see that these are bird-like creatures.
We found the griffins!
Griffin Riders!
Miles has a spyglass. Yes.
Yeah.
Miles.
You probably start looking, yeah.
Yeah, if you look through your spyglass, you can definitely tell these are griffins.
The
Oh,
griffins,
I
okay.
was joking!
It seems
looks
we
like-
are approaching Fireshare. There are griffins
appears we
in
are.
the sky.
Well, we were.
But are they
warned.
trained?
I'm going to assume so. They haven't attacked us
Uh,
yet.
Miles, you're still looking through your spyglass?
Uh-huh.
It does appear that they have riders on the back.
Ooh.
Oh, that they do?
Yeah.
Ooh. They
Okay.
appear trained, yes.
From where you can see, there's about 4 of them in the sky at the moment.
I think I passed the spyglass on to Faye so you could see as well.
Yep. Well, if I had to guess, we're near Fireshare. We're about to find our friend. Considering they're griffins. And let's hope so. Anyway,
May I take a look as well?
of course.
I'll grab the spyglass, look up.
Yeah.
I have never seen any such critters before. Are they dangerous?
That
They
I do not
can
know.
be. They can be if not trained, but these seem to have riders. So, unless the riders want to attack us, then we should be fine.
All right. I'll give the spyglass back to Miles.
Provided they're trained well enough.
From my teachings, I believe they're more protective creatures than anything.
Okay.
I've only ever read about them. Although we did see, was there not griffins in our big giant wizard friend's tower?
I don't know if we saw any.
Not sure.
Oh my
I
goodness,
don't-
you're right! No, we saw
Yeah,
them. Totally
yeah,
forgot.
that's what the dwarves came on.
No, they came in on a
No,
dragon.
they were
I
on a
think.
dragon.
I don't know if you
There were
remember that.
griffins in the tower.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot.
that's right.
One of the groups came in on a griffin, I believe. The other group
The
came in
cultist.
on griffins.
Did they come in on
The
griffins?
Didn't they have
believe
pet
so, yes.
griffins? Or was it something
That's
else?
so cool.
They as long as they're well trained, they tend not to attack.
There were griffins in the
cultists
top of the
wanted to attack.
tower. But none of you could get there. Sorry, the cultists came in on vultures.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, but we did see griffins, so I take back what I said before.
You did see griffins because they were circling around the top of the tower. They lived in the hat. But you weren't able
That's
to get
so
anywhere
cool.
close to them.
That's so
Shall we
cool.
continue?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you... One second. You all start heading down towards Fireshear. And as you're getting... You can now see that the area is sort of almost pot-marked. And you can see the remnants of a few mines throughout the area. As you get closer and closer, you can see that it's getting a bit more busier. The mines are a bit more active as they get, but the holes are much more deeper. Those that are proficient in history can roll me a history check.
A little
Let
proficient.
me get right on that.
A little.
I'm also a little bit proficient.
I'm a little proficient.
Yeah!
Oh, jeez. Damn it. He out-nerded me.
Get fucked.
Faye and Corbin, you know that this area is a fairly active mining town. You're not sure when, but a meteor had struck in this area, and it's left rich deposits throughout the town. Fireshear was actually built around where this meteor had landed, so people could mine through here. And that these mines run throughout the entire year. They don't shut down at any point. The town of Fireshear, you know that, again, because it's a mining town, is run by not so much a mayor or anything like that. It's more of a council.
Council. Yep.
Yeah, sort of like a council of guild.
Like a hierarchy of some sort.
Yeah, so think of it as it's run by guild masters. So like a merchant guild, miners guild, shipping guild, that type of thing. And the town is run by whoever's in charge of that. They tend to serve for life as well. And yeah, down here, you know that Ironmaster was a mining town, but you didn't really see much going on down here. Out here, it's all out in the open. Everyone's working hard, coming back. It is starting to get to nighttime, so people are starting to head back into the city. It's a mixture of all different races, so humans, dwarves, not really elves. There are a couple of half-elves you see. Halflings. You see sort of a mixture of everyone throughout these mines.
Very diverse. Yep.
Faye, your passive perception, as you're walking past these mines, you do see a little hovel. The entrance of a hovel. A couple of miles outside of town. And you do see a sort of at the top, as you've been watching the griffins are sort of coming down and sort of landing inside this hill.
That was all?
Yeah.
Okay, I would definitely point that out to the group. Where the griffins are, just to point out the griffins are landing there. In this
Cool.
area.
Good to know.
Do you believe that is where we'll find I forgot a name. Hold up. It's in my notes somewhere.
I'll look it up. Yeah, don't worry, I definitely have it.
The Shara. Boom. Do you
The
believe
Shara,
that is where we may find the Shara?
I'd say to be our best bet. They can't hurt.
Let's check it out.
Let's get to your website. Let's get to your...
Remember this? So,
Wait,
the coins. Tell her you've spoken to the dwarves of Iron Master. Yep.
Yeah, so you
He
head
has this-
down to where it
He
seems
has
like
the exact sentence written down.
head down to sort of where the entrance of this hovel is. There is a door. It's not just open. It's sort of imagine this sort of like almost like a hobbit hole.
Does it mean it's really small?
Like it's kind of small, yeah, but like it's built into the wall, into the mountain hill. So, does anyone knock on the door?
Do we knock? Do we knock? I don't know. What do we do?
I think we should.
Do we knock?
I think that would probably knock on the door, but it's not here.
I'm still staring at the griffins, my man.
This is where we get
That
stuck.
makes
This is our obstacle right here.
Yeah.
I'd
Reach out a
push
hand.
Phanthron.
Yeah, reach out my hand like just like a really quick knock and then just run back.
You're gonna ding dong dash.
Yeah. Not run away, just like run behind Quara. or back to Quara's level, not like hide behind her.
A few moments pass. Eventually, the door does open. And standing before you is an older-looking dwarven female. Her hair's gone like is brown and graying. She's fairly well built. Wearing a sort of like a leather tunic, like you can see that she's dressed basically in rider's gear. Looking a little bit tired and frazzled. Clean skin, bluish eyes, and she opens the door with a sort of a weary smile. It's like, "Aye, how may I help you?"
Who's really talking?
Don't all talk at once, then. Well, will you?
You're the one who talked to them.
Fine. Good evening. Are you by any chance the Shara?
She raises an eyebrow at you. Aye, that would be me. And to whom may I have this pleasure?
My name is Quara, and then I introduce like everyone, or I'll let them introduce themselves.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and to what do I owe the pleasure of a visit at this hour?
We have been sent by Gwert. I'll take out the coin. The silver coin with like the symbol of the anvil and the diamond on one
Yep.
side and the dwarf face on the other. Do you know of him? Gwert Brighthelm.
I do, shit, notes! One second. I just want to double check something, just to make sure I'm saying the right information. And I've lost it.
The dwarf looks at her notes.
That would be my, my family is from there. They don't give out these coins to, just anyone, please, come in. And she holds the door open and steps aside for you all to walk in.
Do I have to be careful not to bump my head when I go in?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm okay.
I'll just walk in.
You
Actually,
do walk in,
Christ,
and it's
that's
actually
definitely the
rather
tallest one.
spacious in here. It looks like she has visitors sort of often.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's the way this is all the way it's all laid out. It's a little bit cluttered in here. There seems to be lots of sort of knickknacks around, lots of feathers. And each one of them has a little plaque underneath it with a name and their age and when they were born.
Oh.
So it looks like she takes great pride in her groupings instead. You have met my family. What brings you here?
We are on a journey. And we have seen a lot of things. Have you heard of the giants or what they've been up to recently?
There was a ship that passed by not too long ago. We don't often see the giant ships throughout here. They seem to ignore the town, but again, it's a strange occurrence.
Many settlements have been attacked by them. Brinchander being one of them. We have been spreading word of the danger of the giants. It appears that their order has been upset and they have become dangerous to Feyran. And you see, Gwert, he thought you might be able to help us.
I'm retired, so there's not much I can do in terms of advising and adventuring, but perhaps I could assist with maybe training you to use a griffin?
Yes! That was out of character. You mean riding
Correct.
them?
No, I mean, raising them. Becoming their family, their friends, yes.
I look at the others.
Of course I mean riding them.
Hello?
Yeah.
Did that come through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
it
did.
did.
I'm looking at the others like, guys.
Sounds like a plan. How much can one of these carry?
She looks over at all of you. All of my griffins would be able to carry at least one of you. Probably 2 or 3 of you. As he looks over to Wilfer.
How are your griffins for sale? Is
No,
is
no,
this what
I-
you're suggesting?
I can train you to ride them. I can help you understand how to understand them, and help them assist you in ways that you can assist them as well. But they are always only for rent. You see, these are my babies. These are my children.
They are your husband, family.
Yes. She gives you a queer look when you say hustled. But yes, my family.
I understand. Then, may I ask, how much will it cost to rent them? And how much do you expect in compensation for training us?
Well, usually it would cost 250 gold per person for training. The training lasts 3 days and it is quite intensive, quite dangerous, and you could be hurt. However, you have spoken to my actual family. This is correct, no?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, it seems that they seem to be calling in a favor. For this, I will waive the training fee.
Wow.
However, to
Okay.
rent the griffins, it is 25 gold per day.
And
And
just
they-
for clarity, if we were to rent your griffins and land somewhere away from here, will the griffins return on their own?
My
Or
griffins
will we have
always
to
know
fly
where
back?
home is.
Oh fuck! Now I gotta look up flying speed. Oh, I would know it too. Well, I can make a guess.
My griffins would
Right.
only fly within a certain area,
What would
Oh.
that be?
for that is what they've been trained for.
What would that be?
Roughly 400 miles. 7 days travel.
We good.
We're good. We got it.
Wait, no, I would get out the map and check it. Will I get the map now?
So she say 400 miles?
Yeah,
I'll get
roughly
that.
7 days
That's
travel.
awesome.
I would get
That's
the map
awesome.
out. I still have it.
I actually did the flight speed and all of that, sorry. I
I'm
did
assuming
my
it's gonna
research.
take about 7 days.
Is this
I
all
like
right
this
with you
idea.
all?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
How common? I'm speaking to the rest of the party. How often do the people of Feyran fly?
It's
Just
not
the
every
once.
day you get on a flying giant tower, so
Yeah, just the once for me. Yeah.
I'll be back in a second.
I have flown before.
You have? On what?
things.
You need to keep secrets, Tara. What are you flying on? I'm
A
interested.
lot scarier things than griffins.
Dragon?
Another joke.
Oh.
I've never done such a thing. He thought of it, you said that training is dangerous?
It can be, yes. I'm not proud of it, but I have had people die. But if you listen closely to what I tell you, you pay careful attention and you treat my griffins with respect, and then there is no issue.
Right.
If you mistreat my griffins, they will mistreat you.
Don't mistreat crickets.
If we believe this to be a faster means of travel, and if it is all right with everyone else, are you all okay with this?
Yeah.
How would it be faster?
She has told you that 400 miles is 7 days travel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
With the griffins?
It's still much quicker than getting on a boat, going to Waterdeep, and still going to Triboar.
roughly,
So,
for a
24
boat
miles a
to from Fireshare to Waterdeep, not Waterdeep. Yeah, Waterdeep. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do. Yep.
It would probably be around about, at max speed, probably about 7 days as well.
Okay, and then it'll be about an
And that's
11-day
just
travel.
to get Waterdeep, so
Yeah.
we still have to.
That's also
It's
both
then
of
11
these
days
are
to travel.
reliant on good weather.
Why are we even discussing this, guys?
Yeah, it would,
Ah.
it will save us. It will be.
yeah, you
much
can all
faster
see that
to-
Quar
to
is a
take
little
these griffins.
hesitant.
It's like just riding a big
It's like riding a yeah.
mammoth, but it's got wings and it's not shaped like a mammoth.
And
Oh, not
several
right.
hundred feet in the air.
You're saying.
It doesn't have
Then-
to be super high in the air.
If we have this option, are we still planning on heading to Tribor? Or shall we try to
We.
get closer to Silvery Moon?
I'm just
We
trying to.
have a job to do.
Tribor is the closest major town we can travel to try to get to Silvery Moon.
But
We still need to
Could
speak
we
to
climb Woodman's
Miros.
Shield?
Or not Miros, Alistera in Triboar.
Yes.
then Tribor. Wait. Okay. Then we'll head to Tribor, and then to the northeast to Silvery Moon.
Yes.
Sounds like a
Yes,
good
that
good
sounds
plan.
Accurate.
And we shall meet with Tirak before leaving.
Oh yeah, Sirak.
Yeah, we'll notify him to take his own boat to Waterdeep.
Okay.
We really convinced him for a long time to stay here with us.
Things
I
change.
feel kind of bad about that.
Things change. He
Not
wasn't
bad
honest with
enough
us
not to fly on
originally.
a fucking bird. But
He wasn't honest. He wasn't honest with us to start with. He's now like to stand on.
Yeah.
He's traveling with guards. He will be fine. In fact,
Was he traveling with?
if
guards?
my
where does this come from?
because we
Did he have
were
guards?
worried. No, we were worried that
I
if
don't think he
he
did.
traveled to Fireshare on his own, it would be in danger because giants are tracking him, and so like Miles and Cora insisted on him finding someone to go with him.
Yeah, he found
we
like
do
a
that?
traveling caravan that was heading to Fireshare. He doesn't
Okay.
have guards. He was able to get escorted to Fireshare.
Okay, yeah, that's
see,
what I
okay.
meant.
Not guards, but
Okay.
company. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Company.
What was it saying? I totally forgot. Well, we have a plan.
The cleric
and,
can take himself to Waterdeep. It's fine.
As assuming we're all okay with flying on a griffin and can pay for it.
Does anybody have an issue with that?
I have a slight issue. And I tip my coin
Fedora.
purse upside
Oh.
down. And you see like 20 gold and that's it.
Well,
We have a few things to
makes
sell. We'll
sense.
be okay.
I don't really have anything.
I have this very large horn.
Pretty cool horn.
Yeah.
you sell? And...
There attaches Thal's
Yeah, I
pretty
have-
big
I have-
horn.
Stop it. Stop this. Delete this.
What were you saying?
We were all thinking it.
I wasn't
No.
even thinking it. My mind's fucked up.
So, okay,
We
What
can
did you
discuss
say,
payment
Will?
for the hire of griffins later. However, if you wish to start training, it will take 3 days. Do you have somewhere to stay for the evening?
We can find a place.
Do you know somewhere
there
in town
anywhere
that
you
would be a
would-
good place?
yeah, any
Well,
recommendations?
If you have this coin from my family, it means that I can trust you. You are welcome to stay here.
Oh,
Please.
Do you have room for 7?
I always have room here. I am constantly training people.
Cool.
it is very generous. Thank you.
Just don't make a mess of anything.
I look at Thal.
But
What the heck?
if you like, we can start training tomorrow. Is this acceptable for you?
Yes. We have a few more things we need to do. One more person we need to talk to. But we can look for him right now.
Very well. If you return tonight, make sure you don't stay out too late. We will be starting before dawnbreak.
Oh.
All right. Thank you again.
That's good.
Thank you.
Very well. Enjoy your stay with Fireshare, and I will see you later this evening.
Okay. I stand up.
Alright.
Thank her again. Get out.
Alright. And you all head into Fireshare?
Hell yeah.
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 Well, that's where we'll quickly take a break then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Before we take a break, because he's actually here, happy birthday, Will!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Will.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday.
You joined in just as we were about to go to break. You see, you thought I forgot. I did not forget. So we're going to take a quick break. I've already half eaten my dinner, but people need to quickly do some stuff around about now. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
So come back then, and we will see what happens in Fireshare. I would be starting stream again, guys, but you know, Phoebe doesn't want to shut up, so they can all the stream can hear me, but they can't hear Phoebe, so it's all good. All right, now I've unmuted them because they finally decided to be quiet for a second. Hello, welcome back. We're back with Storm King's Thunder. Everything is amazing.
Is that what we're doing?
Nothing is wrong. I haven't murdered anyone in the background at all. But we'll see what happens in the future. So, you have all left at the Griffin Place and are heading your way into Fireshare. Where's some decent music for this? So, this will do. Watch as it's like the creepiest music ever. So, as you enter into Fireshare, you see that this is a relatively newish town, especially considering most of the towns that you guys have been in. Yeah, I knew it. This is the spooky music. What?
This is some scary fucking music, Jesus.
There's actually a lich here, just so you know.
Yeah, the entire town is just gone.
Yeah. The settlement is still rather bustling. Like, it's all new, and you can see that there are still some sort of works going on to expand. Most of the houses here are all built into cliff sides, and you can see looking up that it's almost like a quarry. Like, as you didn't quite realize, but as you're going into Fireshare, you're going down a slight slope, and now you're sort of not deep within a quarry, but there are ramps going up the side of these cliffs, and Fireshare is below sea level. You do see that there are ramps that head up at the back of it that do head towards where the docks are. Or where you believe the docks would be. Looking around, it's a general settlement. You can see there are a few inns around. There are a couple of shops. Most of the shops are closed now, as it is heading towards the evening time. There are people walking around. As you can see that this isn't just a mining town. There are families that are here as well. People generally look a little bit happy here. So, where would you guys like to head to? Don't all answer me at once.
How well off does the town look?
It looks like it's an emerging town. Like,
But if I wanted to sell like a giant horn, is this the place to do it?
You can't really see into any of the shops at the moment. The town itself, with how it's set up, it does look...
Do you have a map of the town?
No, I don't.
Okay, no combat in here. Good.
Or is there?
Well, now that
Just
I've said
because I
it.
don't have a map of the town doesn't mean I don't have a battle map ready. A DM is always
Let
prepared.
Me hope. Let me hope. You're never prepared.
Excuse me?
You guys want to try Mondanstros role playing again?
I will murder you.
No.
This time you won't be traveling to the ancestral plane, you'll be traveling to hell and you'll all be enslaved. End of
So
campaign.
is it a good place for selling things?
It does look, from what you can tell, the town looks, I wouldn't say rich, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of slummish areas or anything like. It's really hard to tell just by having a look at the moment.
Let us look for Sirak. And once we find him
Yeah,
and we
can we
talk
try-
to him, we may go shopping.
I think we may have sent him to an inn, so we may wanna go search for an inn or a place
We
to
are-
stay.
We are staying at. We already have a place.
Yes, but where would Sirik
I
be
know.
staying?
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Looking around-
I'd just be looking for an inn.
Yeah. Looking around, it's not too hard to find the inn. You can see 3 different inns. You can see...
We are not splitting up.
You
Just-
can see one named the Hungry Steed. One named the Dead Jackals. And one named Ye Old Fox Bar.
Balls.
Which one sounds more Sirik?
I missed all of that.
And so you got the Hungry Steed, the Dead Jackal, and Ye Old Fox Bar.
The old fox bar.
I would check out the Hungry Steed.
I'm thinking Hungry Steed as well.
Alright, so you all head towards the Hungry Steed. It's not a lively bar by any means. But it does have an atmosphere here in here. It does seem nice. It's quiet. There's definitely patrons in here. But they're not the loud, rambunctious type. They all seem to be here having a nice meal and nice drink. There is a woman tending to the bar at the back. A human woman. And roll me a perception check.
Everyone?
Everyone?
Anyone that's walked into the bar? If you're looking for people?
We are?
There sees nothing.
He's
There
very
is just like,
perceptive.
this is a nice inn. This is a nice inn. Quora and Cobbin. You see in one corner, a group of built men sitting around having dinner with a much smaller, scrawnier looking guy. As you approach to get a closer look, this is indeed Sirak.
Woo!
That was easy.
Well done, guys.
Do we level up?
No.
Oh.
Did we level up?
He does seem to be sort of engaging
I like
in
how
friendly
you laughed about it
conversation.
like 10 seconds after.
It took me a minute to understand how silly that was.
He seems to be engaged in conversation and enjoying his meal, and he sort of looks up. Hi! And he gets up and makes his way over to you. You're here. I've been able to secure a ship. It leaves in 2 days. And it's heading straight down to Waterdeep. It doesn't stop anywhere else.
Okay, out of character. I think I've talked enough for today. Can I just let Miles do the talking? I'll just give him a little push.
Miles is very absent right now, so he probably doesn't even like pay attention until Cora pushes him forward, and then he just sort of looks around and notices Sirac. Sirac, how was your trip? How was your travel?
It was good. No giants. No trouble. These men here. They help escort me, and they're quite friendly.
That is good to hear, Sirac. Are you enjoying this bar, this place?
It seems nice. The people here are all friendly. The ones that I've spoken to, they're hardworking. I've helped out with some religious duties where I can. It's helped sort of, steer any direction away of why I'm here, but I'm anxious to get to Waterdeep.
I understand. We've spoken to one of the inhabitants of Fireshire, and well, something has come up for our party that we may have to change our priorities. We may have to go to Triboar first, as there is urgent matters for us. So I apologize for having you wait for us.
Waiting was no issue. There was no other boats leaving yet. But are you sure?
It is both urgent and of a personal matter, Sirac. I know how important this is as well, but I think for us this is the right call to make. We still wish to help, but not at the current moment.
I am not looking at him.
You can see he's a little bit crestfallen. But he looks at you and is like, I understand. I know it's a long shot for you to take me to Waterdeep, and I appreciate the help you've done.
So, do you still wish to travel to boat down to Waterdeep?
It is the quickest way to get there. And possibly the safest if the giants are looking for me.
Of course.
Not many travel the oceans.
Not from what I've heard, but I feel there are many new things happening related to giants lately. But it is most likely the safest passage for you. Is there anything else we could do for you before we go?
No, I'm sure I can find company on the ship to help, and I can send word, or when I can, and let you know if I find out anything. Please, don't feel bad. I understand.
We appreciate it.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be
Hopefully,
fine.
hopefully you won't have to hide from the people who are searching for you soon. That would suck.
I hope so. Is there anything I can do for you before I leave?
I don't think so. I think we've... Does anyone else need to ask him anything?
No.
You don't owe us anything. Just stay safe. And be careful.
You too. I know that whatever it is that you're doing, it must be important.
Do you need anything? Do you need money? A weapon?
No, I have money.
Food? Water?
No,
I'm gonna start going through my backpack.
he holds up his hands like, no, I'm fine. I have everything taken care of.
I'll give him a pat on the shoulder. Pat. He's gonna die, Lord, isn't he? He's totally gonna die.
Did you find somewhere I could possibly sell some of the things I got from the giants?
There are... What things?
Well, there's this very large horn. Makes a lot of noise. It's very big. It's in this bag. I know it's a bit strange, but don't worry, that's magic. It's like this big, and I stretch my arms out as far as they can go.
He raises an eyebrow at you. Sort of learned not to fully trust exactly things. Not to take what you say at face value.
How have I wronged him?
No, you haven't wronged him, but you've embellished.
When?
Just in general, like he's picked it up like while you were walking to Hundlestone as you were talking to Wilfer.
Sure.
Like you haven't wronged him or anything, but it's just like, yes, sure.
Okay, well, it is this big. I am not messing with you. I know it's difficult to believe. I didn't believe it at first either. I can take it out right now, but I'd probably bop you in the head with it, and no one wants that.
Don't take out your horn.
Really? You liked it so much last time I took it out?
Nobody wants to see the horn right now.
Please. And you can see he just starts mumbling a prayer.
Really, this is not the right place to take out your horn. There are so many people here.
Regardless, very large
It's not the
horn. I'd
kind
like
of
to
thing
sell
people
it.
want to see.
Just keep it in your pocket.
One of the I'm gonna pronounce this horribly wrong.
However you pronounce this, how I'm gonna write it, my man.
Triumvirate? I'm gonna write this out.
Yeah.
Ah. 80. So if anyone can pronounce that properly for me, that would be great.
Triumvirate.
Huh?
Triumvirate. 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 Something like that.
Use it in a
It's fairly
sentence.
common. It's not a common word, but it's a word. Like it's not.
It's a word. Yep.
Thank you for that detailed insight.
Well, it's not like it's not a made up word. It's an actual
Triumvirate.
Okay. Anyway,
One
yes.
of the Triumvirate members may be interested in that.
Could you point me in the right direction?
Exactly. Well, they don't all stay in one place.
I thought this was a shop. I'm sorry.
No, no, this is possibly the more wealthy people in town.
Oh, so it's like a horn collector?
He sort of just looks at you and it's just like, sure. They are in charge of the area. Perhaps
Alright.
one of them may be interested.
Sure. That sounds good.
Did you say he was magical?
I don't have a clue, guys.
I doubt that Thal's horn is magical.
Would you please stop?
It is the truth.
If only someone had a spell prepared, could do that.
And-
I don't though.
I don't.
Oh, no,
I haven't
no.
really checked it out. I'm sure my brother would have told me if it was, so probably not.
We should get going. It is getting late.
At some stage.
If we
I have
don't
no
leave
idea. I assume you
immediately,
probably would have.
if we don't leave immediately,
Don't know.
we may end up finding that all the stores in town have closed down.
Well, most of the stores have closed, but if you look for Draba,
Excuse me?
Ooh, what?
I'm typing it out.
Oh, he didn't say brother. I thought he said brother. And I
Draba,
was like, what?
Draba.
How did I not? How did I not get this memo?
Darva.
She is one of the three members who serve this town. She seems a collector and interested in things.
Well, that sounds like the person to go to. Thank you very much. Where can I find her?
He describes to you a building that's a bit further down the road. Most known for its sign being a triangle made out of steel. No, out of silver. Sorry.
A big silver triangle. Okay. Well, if we're not in any need to stay here, can we head over that way, guys?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, all the best. Safe travels.
Thank you, friends.
I will pray for you.
Sure, that won't be necessary. We are very good at what we do.
Ha!
Alright. And so,
I'm gonna head off towards the triangle place.
yep.
Oh, I'm coming.
Really? You don't seem like the shopping type.
No, but the horn thing was ours.
It was.
Like I had it, and I asked you, like if there was something we could do about
Yeah,
it.
but whose pretty magic bag is it in?
Right? I'm just following. Like, what is just after you, you know? Like it's totally normal.
Yeah, it's just what she does. She likes to follow me as I run around with my horn.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you guys search
Haha,
around
right on, yes.
and eventually find this silver triangle. It's another sort of built-in area, and judging from the outside, everything is rather ornate. The architecture of the door and all that is slightly odd to a lot of you. Not really seeing it.
Gotcha.
Like not dwarvish?
Does not appear to be dwarvish.
Huh. Okay.
What language is it?
It's not language, it's architecture.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I'll
just
give
like
a
the
little
design
push.
on the door and all that. You can inspect it closer if you like.
Is the door open?
The door is currently closed.
Does it look like a shop or like a house?
More of a, not quite a shop, not a house. It's more of a business. Like, more like an office.
Okay. I knock.
Oh. You sort of hear like a groan inside.
Fucking Yeti?
Close. And you hear heavy footsteps. And the door swings open. Standing before you is a large
Giant.
female. Not quite giant. She's about 7 foot tall. Large female. With bronze scales. A long, elongated sort of snout. Horns that sort of just not too long. Just poke out just a little bit past her ears. And a long tail. Dressed in rather fine robes. This is a bronze dragonborn.
Hello.
Whoa.
You were not what I was expecting. I'm sorry, I didn't actually catch the name of the person.
Drava.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay, sorry. Are you Dava?
You don't know who you're expecting, and yet you ask me by my name. Who are you, and what business do you have with me at this hour?
I heard name, not anything about appearance. I was expecting a dwarf. Not
I
one
can
quite
quite
as
assure you I am no dwarf.
breathtaking as yourself. Well, I'm here because I have an artifact, I suppose you would say. I got it from a giant. And I was told you might be interested in something like that. May I step inside?
And tell me, how did one as small as you come across something from a giant's artifact?
Well, okay. I'm only slightly shorter than the average elf, so I'm not that small. And
you
I
are
killed
much
it.
smaller than a giant.
That is very true. It came in quite handy, actually, when I killed it. This one helped.
It's not exactly what happened.
Are you there?
We're
I'm
all
sorry,
there.
I thought it was just me and Winter.
I
Are
am
we all
there.
here?
We're all there. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, these guys helped.
Very well. I am a very busy woman, and you have 5 minutes. I suggest you speak quickly.
May I step inside?
You sort of see as she groans, like a little bit of a spark comes out of her nostril. Steps aside.
Alright, I step inside. How big's the room I'm stepping into?
The room is fairly large, and it's books everywhere.
Ugh. Is there
But
room
they-
for
they-
all of us to step in comfortably, though?
Yeah. This appears to be
Right.
sort of like more of an entry office area. The books that are in here also, because I can tell that 2 of you people are gazing around, looking very intently at them. They all seem to be business books.
No comment.
They don't seem to be interesting to you in the slightest.
Oh, dang, that was unexpected. Once we're all inside and the door's shut behind us, I get Quara's help to take the horn out of the bag.
Alright.
This came from a frost giant that attacked the city of Bryn Shander. That we killed. Mostly me. Phoebe! How? How are you so loud?
I just unmuted then, and
I don't get it! It's insane!
She quickly scans over the horn. You see her eyes flash slightly bluish color.
That's different.
And she sort of just has a quick look over it. This does not appear to be magical. You say you killed it yourself?
As a team,
I suggest you tell me the truth here.
I don't remember who killed it.
We all worked together to take her down.
It was a team effort.
I'll get you
We
to roll a saving
also
throw
got
first.
this
Alright.
from her helmet.
Val?
I'll take out the gemstone.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Lord.
Yeah, I'll get you to roll me a saving throw.
What kind?
I'm looking up suggestion.
Oh, it's wisdom.
Oh yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Is this a charm effect? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
15.
You feel a slight urge to tell the truth, but you feel like you'd be able to. You shrug it off, like it's not. It's not overwhelming.
It's just a strongly worded suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me and my friends here and a couple of others who stayed in Bryn Shander. They weren't quite as helpful as us, but we did it. I wouldn't lie to you.
Very well.
Just to be exact,
Sorry?
it was a leader giant in Bryn Shander. There were a group of 12. We killed 3 of them.
And the leader had this horn. And she blew it and all of the other giants came. And then we used it again and it
That is
distracted
correct.
another one. So I think it's a giant calling horn of some kind. It may not seem magical, but it seems to be pretty powerful.
I can assure you there is no magic in this horn. Any troop knows how to respond to a call. If what you say is true, and you have defeated such giants before, then you would know this. But let that not distract from the issue at hand. This indeed is a very unique piece, and I would be glad to take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
How much
The
are you
giants
wanting
who
for it?
Do I have any idea how much this might be worth?
You would know how much these type of artifacts would look. Roll me.
Would,
You make me
Would
roll, the
I
answer's
know?
probably no.
No, like I'm trying to think like something that you like. It would be probably a perception check.
Perception? Sure.
Yeah.
21.
You know that this would be quite an expensive piece. It's made out of ivory. And you know ivory's pretty
Yeah.
rare.
Isn't mammoth ivory?
Yeah.
Probably.
doesn't
Oh my
so-
god! I just had a revelation. Go on.
So, do I have a ballpark figure?
Somewhere between about 600 and 800 gold.
Well, we were looking for a buyer who'd pay about 1,000 for it.
Good luck
Is
with
that a
that.
price?
I will give you
Is that
500
not
gold.
agreeable? 500 for something as immaculate as this? Seems hard to believe.
And so does 1,000.
That was, I suppose wishful thinking on my part. How does 800 sound? Can we make a deal there?
Roll a persuasion check.
Absolutely. 26.
Oh.
Damn, natural 19 on the dice, not quite.
Oh.
Very well. 800 gold it is.
Excellent. Out
Do
of
you have any
interest.
other giant artifacts that may be of use for me?
Well, the giant did have a crown. And the crown, well, it was too heavy for us to take with us, but we were able to take the gemstones off of it. Are you
Yes.
interested in them at all? And I take a couple out of the bag.
I have 4 that I'm carrying.
I have
from
6.
it.
I think there are about 20 or something in total.
Yeah,
There
roughly.
was 15 from the crown.
Was
How many
Vincent-
does everyone have on them right now? Because I think a couple of them... I'm going to throw in the ones I have that were not from the crown as
Yeah.
well.
These are very unique. And quite valuable. I will pay 75 for each of them.
75 for each of these. When I was young, I was surrounded by gemstones. Some of them are much worse quality than this, and they were still worth more than that. These were taken from the crown of a giant. 75, that's cheap, frankly. How
Very
about
well.
100?
If you are not willing to take my offer, and if you wish to insult my business dealings, then I will not take them.
You pay us a reasonable price of about 100. I would be gladly part with the gems.
My final offer is 85 gold each.
See, usually I would take that, but it does actually say on my sheet they're worth 100, so I'm
Yeah, I
tempted
know.
not to.
The question is whether you're going to find someone to pay for 100 for them.
Pay 100 for them? Fuck yeah, they're gemstones.
I will put my gemstones on the table. I'm okay with taking that offer.
Very well.
Amateurs. Alright, gemstones they are, and I put all of mine out as well.
Alright. So, for each gemstone that you sell, it's 85 gold.
Yep.
And 800 gold for the horn.
Yep, I will split that between us.
Very well.
Not
It has
Deo.
been a very pleasurable
And
evening.
Deo, because she needs to pay for her griffins.
So I'm
wanna take
putting
the
on the
money?
table not the gemstones from the helmet.
Sorry, what was the question?
That's not a question.
Then what did you say?
That I'm putting down the gemstone, like not one that I got from the giant.
Most of the gemstones that you've got are all worth 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, I have like 2 sets.
Yeah.
So I'm putting in like, oh whatever, I'll sell all of them. Ignore me.
You can work out how
Can't
much
be
you get
bothered.
for it all after.
Yeah, sure.
Very well. It's a pleasure doing
Oh, I'm not
business.
putting mine in.
Everyone keep track of your
Right.
own stuff.
Looking for a higher.
Alright, 133 gold for the horn each. Everyone gets that.
Okay.
How many days are we gonna need the griffin?
We'll sort that out
7.
afterwards.
Because
think it's
Deo is
7.
only taking enough to pay for the thing.
Well, just take the money and we'll sort it out afterwards, but
Very
Yes.
well.
I'm just saying, Deo would.
If there's anything else, there is nothing else.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Good doing business with you.
Very well. If you do need anything else while you're in Baishi, do not hesitate to ask. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Do you sell things?
I do not. I run some of the mines in this area.
Do you know who would sell the best things?
What things are you looking for?
Weapons, armor, fancy food, stuff in that.
No
Bane.
good. I'm rather partial to having a dinner at the Hungry Steed. If you are looking for weapons and tools, there are several blacksmiths here who do decent work. I do suggest staying away from shit, where's the name? I do have a name here. From the Delvers. They are a little
The
bit-
Delvers?
The Delvers? Yes, they tend to rip people off a little bit more. If you think business dealing with me has been hard, you don't know what you have gotten yourself into.
So if you were to pick one who was... If you had guards and you wanted to outfit your guards, where would you send me?
You see her just sort of think for a moment. If you are looking for a decent place to buy some weapons, I would suggest the Blazing Blacksmith.
Blazing Blacksmith. Excellent.
Very well, if there is nothing
All right.
else, I have business
Thank you
to
very
attend
much.
to.
I leave.
Alright. Shopping we can do, Oscar.
Yes,
Shopping
please.
is easy. So I don't even know what you want at the moment. So.
I don't know what I want, that's why
Is there anything else you guys wish to do in town?
Nope, off to train.
Alright.
Well, anyone else? Okay, we're good.
Are you stopping somewhere to eat first, or are you just heading straight back?
I have my own food.
Buddy in your channel timed out.
Goodbye, Ben.
What about the others? Guys, now that we're not dealing with, like, selling things, everybody goes quiet? Come on, excitement!
Well, Ben disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's suddenly
So-
quiet in here.
Miles would probably buy
um,
some rations. That's probably it.
Okay.
I have my own rations, so I would those.
I'd
Buddy
probably
entered
go with
your
Miles
channel.
to buy rations.
Okay, so you've been told that it's about 7 days to Trebor. You've got about 3 days of training, so we can do that type of stuff off screen. But just so you have some form of idea of what you're looking for.
How does... okay. I'm really curious to see how the training goes.
Damn here.
And if anyone breaks their neck or anything, you know.
Oh no.
Buddy in your channel
Ah.
timed out.
Or is not very excited to fly.
Alright. You head back to just Dashara. The door has been left unlocked for you. There are candles, some sort of lamps that light your path to a sort of a, almost like a barracks type room with bunk beds and a small chest for you to store your items.
Aww.
It does seem that she does train soldiers here quite often. You all
The
settling
people
for
of...
Sorry?
just like a comment, I think. The people of Feyran that we have come across have been exceptionally kind to us.
I agree. I just hope they are not the exception to the rule. There are people both kind and unkind, and we've been very fortunate so far.
Maybe I have judged this country too harshly. I'll find a quiet corner and do my usual evening things.
Yep.
Then head to bed.
So you all do your usual evening routines. Get yourself a nice good night rest. And wake up. You're all woken up very early in the morning.
Can we roll for how well we handled it?
Sure, if you wish.
What?
Because it is a loud wake-up call.
Yeah, I imagine.
Say roll a Constitution check.
Constitution. All right, I'm excited for this one. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Quara always
Buddy,
wakes
enter
up
your
at
channel.
dawn. How bad could this
Oh,
be?
Wilford does not handle it well at all.
Oh my god.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
You have just been
5
woken
more
up
minutes,
very
Mom.
early in the morning by basically
okay.
pots banging.
Oh, good, good, love it.
Wilford probably had like a
Just rolling
really
to see
good
how well you
dream.
take it.
Bam.
Ben, I messaged you.
What's
Yeah, I got
Wolfer
it, thank
doing?
you.
What?
No, like Wilford probably had a really good dream, so he's just so sad that. he got
Oh no!
Bastard.
So yeah, this is a choice roll, whether you can choose to roll, or whether you can choose to, not take it well at all. Okay, yeah, the only person that really wakes
Take
up
it okay.
in a start is Wilfer.
Oh.
Like, you all knew that you had to be up early in the morning. It's a little bit disorientating being up this early. Wilfer is just like, 5 more minutes.
Definitely 5 more minutes. Oh.
Alright, all of you, up, we got work to do. Breakfast is in 5 minutes. Dress in your warmest clothing. And we will get started on your training.
I guess I will not be wearing armor for this. Leave my weapons behind too. This is one of the rare times when you're seeing Quora without their bulky armor on.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You wouldn't want to wear like really heavy armor. Griffin.
I basically sleep.
Yeah, I'm not wearing my armor as well. I'm more wearing like a long sleeve kind of, like jacket sort of.
What I do wonder about is anyone carrying their weapons, or do they leave them?
No.
I'd be
I
taking mine.
have my weapons, so technically I would.
Right. That makes sense.
Mine are only very small, so I'll be taking the daggers with me.
Okay.
Alright, so you all head out
Apparently
into...
have a spear and some. I apparently have a spear and some javelins I'm taking with me.
Oh.
So I'd be leaving those.
Winton
what
one
I'm
best
not
mom.
proficient with. I'm not
Yeah.
proficient with them.
You just got a couple of big sticks on your back.
Apparently.
Alright, so you all head out to the dining room. It's a very basic breakfast. It's essentially a warm, sort of stewish type meal with half a loaf of bread for each of you. It's rather hearty, but it's also basic. It just basically does you what you need. You see Dashra basically wolf down her meal very quickly. Come on, there's no time for dilly-dallying. We must get started before the griffin starts to get restless. Hurry!
Alright.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Be running out.
Alright. So, you follow her out, and she takes you through sort of through her house, through a back door, down a little bit of a winding tunnel. And as you're going through, you can feel the air getting colder and colder. Eventually you come out, and it's sort of like you come out into an almost like a volcano room, if that makes sense. Like it's a big circular room with a big open area. That's okay, Sid. We're gonna finish up soon.
Okay.
So, all of you, I would like you to meet your companions for the next 10 days. Quada. And she takes you to the first one. And it's a beautiful sort of a golden griffin. Sort of like a bronzy golden. Feathered plume, rather regal. Sort of sitting there a little bit, sort of starting to wake up. Looks at you. Twists its head a little bit. This is Silver Plume. Solar Plume. Solar Plume is one of my more regal griffins and would treat you well as long as you treat her well.
I nod.
Thal,
Hello.
I'd like you to meet Abenbeek. And here you've got another beautiful sort of almost golden one, but this one has a pitch black beak.
Hello. What do they eat?
He is rather feisty and he eats meat. They all eat meat. You'll learn their diet very soon.
Okay. And I kind of try and give it a pat.
We'll get to that in a minute. Dayera,
Yes.
please meet Thunderclaw. A noble griffin whose claws are sharp as the thunder is loud.
Can I pat it?
In one moment. Corbin, for you, Red Fluff
yes.
will be your guide over the next few days. And as the name suggests, this one's more of a auburn, reddish, orangey coat.
Aw.
Faye, I would like you to meet Whitewing. And you can see she says Whitewing, he extends his arms, like his wings, quite far, and by the wingspan on this one is massive.
Ooh.
Also, and Miles, for you and for your friend here, Wilfer, I have a mother and daughter. Please meet Blue
That's
Quill
really sweet.
and Starwing. And you can see Blue Quill's the much larger one, and Starwing is by no means small, but obviously smaller than the rest of them. And I'd like you to please meet my beautiful Screecher. And you see towards the back a griffin that is much larger than the rest of them, who basically dominates the area. And upon hearing his name, you hear this really loud screech throughout the entire cavern as he takes off, and you're all almost knocked off your feet, as he beats his wing and flies straight up into the air. And in a scene that's just absolutely like breathtaking to all of you. You've never seen a griffin this close taking off. And you see him and you watch him for a little bit as he circles around, and he comes straight swooping back in and lands gracefully next to Dashra. As I said, if you take care of your griffin, they would take care of you. Now, before you touch any of them, You must learn to show them respect. Please, approach your griffin and bow. Do
Oh,
not
I'm so ready
make
for it.
eye contact with it. Give it 5 minutes, BJ. We're about to call it. 5 minutes.
And he's already muted.
I am a master of bowing.
I'm pretty good at bowing too.
Not graceful, but still bow.
Get you all to roll me animal handling checks.
What? I
Oh,
don't need
no.
animal handling to bow.
We're not.
You know, this,
Ooh.
this happens.
Everything's burning.
We need you need to do bends. What's his wisdom?
I'm getting there.
Imagine if we had a
mouse.
Storm King's wiki. Oh wait.
I mean, we don't know his skill proficiencies.
Yeah, but I don't
Not
think
much
he has
better.
proficiency in.
Miles and Corbin?
Miles
did
will
this.
also speak with animals.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Clever.
Roll. What do you say to him? To her, sorry.
I think Miles bows, like, does a heavy bow to Blue Quill, and Wilford probably does the same to Starwing. I think Miles says, okay, let me think. Good day. My name is Miles, and the one to my right is Wilford. It would be an honor. It is an honor to meet you, and I hope we can create a bond and a lasting relationship that will benefit all of us.
You may roll with advantage, and so may Wilfer.
Hey! Oh, come on.
There you go.
Oh
Crushed
my
it.
lord.
Which ability is animal handling?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Is
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Got it.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
So you all hear Miles say something, and you don't quite understand it, and you all, as you're bowing down, you just sort of look over to Miles, and you see the two griffins bowing back towards Miles and Wilfer. Meanwhile, the rest of you are all pecked slightly by the griffins. As you have not shown them 100%, given them 100% of your attention, as it's been split between what you're meant to be doing and what you have heard is happening.
And I am totally thinking of Nor instead. Like I picked Nor when he was a puppy, and he died young because he was always sickly. And I was offered multiple times to adopt a new mammoth in order to have a steed, but I always refused because Nor was my companion for life. And now I have this other animal that I'm supposed to respect, and it's like, just keep thinking of Nor.
Oh
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, it seems some of you are well versed in respect for the animals. The rest of you, it seems we've got a long way to go. Prepare yourself, as we have 3 long days of training. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Because people have to go.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Sorry.
Welcome to Fireshear. Welcome to Griffin training. I gotta have so much fun with this.
Hey, hi, Jess.
Are we going to play Quidditch on the Griffins?
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Thank you everyone for watching. It's always a pleasure having you. Quick shout out to Kowalski for the 10 bits, saying Win for Mum is best mum, even though Win for Mum is murderous psychopath.
Oh my god, murderous psychopath.
Only when I'm DMing my own campaign.
But again, thank you all for watching. Special announcements. We will be playing next week, I believe, as we're going to be changing the weeks that we're playing. The VOD will always be up in a couple of hours. I will transfer them all over to my YouTube
Buddy
channel
disconnected
eventually.
from your channel.
But I hope you all have a pleasant evening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.